Hello and welcome to the channel. Be sure to share, like, and comment down below. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for daily videos on news and politics.
Democrats search for 51st net neutrality vote. Senate Democrats are hunting for one more Republican vote to prevent the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, from repealing net neutrality rules. Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer, DNY, announced Tuesday that all 49 Democrats have endorsed legislation to preserve the rules. With Sen. Susan Collins, Maine, already on board, Democrats need the support of just one more Republican to ensure the legislation is sent to the House. The bill, which will be introduced by Sen. Ed Markey, D. would use a legislative tool called the Congressional Review Act, CRA, to roll back the FCC's vote last month scrapping the 2015 net neutrality rules. The rules have required Internet service providers, ISP, to treat all web traffic equally, and supporters say they're essential to preventing companies such as Comcast and Verizon from abusing the control over Internet access. The Democrats plan to use procedural rules under the CRA to force a vote on the bill in the coming months. Even though the bill is unlikely to pass the House or be signed by President Trump, Democrats see an opportunity to capitalize on the outcry surrounding the FCC repeal and force Republicans to vote on net neutrality ahead of the midterm elections. With full caucus support, it's clear that Democrats are committed to fighting to keep the Internet from becoming the Wild West where ISPs are free to offer a premium service to only the wealthiest customers, while average consumers are left with far inferior options, Schumer said in a statement Tuesday. He added, "When we force a vote on this bill, Republicans in Congress will for the first time have the opportunity to right the administration's wrong and show the American people whose side they're on." Big ISPs and major corporations are consumers, entrepreneurs, and small business owners. On the House side, Rep. Mike Doyle, D. Part, announced Tuesday that he had lined up 82 co-sponsors for his companion CRA bill, including House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, D. Califf. But the procedural rules for CRA bills are different in the House. Democrats do not have the power to force a vote by securing co-sponsors. That's left the Senate as the primary venue for the net neutrality fight. Supporters of the rules looking for the 51st vote for the CRA bill could have several targets. Sen. John Kennedy, for example, who made headlines last year by bucking the administration on a handful of judicial nominees, said last week that he is undecided on Markey's bill. There are a lot of nuances, and there are very good arguments on both sides, Kennedy said to reporters, according to the National Journal. "I'm honestly undecided. Right now, to me, it's a very, very close call." Sen. Dean Heller Arnev, who's seen as one of the most vulnerable Republicans in this year's midterm election, is another possible target in the net neutrality push. Spokespeople for Kennedy and Heller did not respond to requests for comment. Still, Republicans have largely opposed the Obama-era rules as heavy-handed regulation that has stifled investment from broadband companies. They say existing antitrust and consumer protection laws are already sufficient to secure an open Internet. Democrats and their allies disagree and think Republicans will pay a political price for that stance. Fight for the Future, a group that helped rally Internet users to protest the FCC vote, has already launched an online scorecard to track members' positions on the CRA, directing supporters to reach out to the representatives. Net neutrality is going to be an election issue in 2018 and every member of Congress knows it, Evan Greer, the group's campaign director, said in a statement. Net neutrality is going to be an election issue in 2018 and every member of Congress knows it, Evan Greer, the group's campaign director, said in a statement. The CRA is steamrolling through the Senate because lawmakers are reading the writing on the wall that it's the only viable legislation on the table. routinely reversing the FCC's unpopular and illegitimate decision is on substance the correct policy move, and the only one that has support from voters. Greer said, "It could be months before the net neutrality bill reaches the Senate floor. The FCC's final order still needs to receive approval from the White House's Office of Management and Budget and must be published in the Federal Register before Congress can review it. At that point, lawmakers will have 60 legislative days to take up the CRA bills. Even if the effort in Congress fails, as expected, the FCC's repeal order will be facing court challenges for years to come. That will allow Democrats to extend the shelf life of a political battle in which they see themselves on the winning side. Republicans now have a clear choice: be on the right side of history and stand with the American people who support a free and open internet, or hold hands with the special interests who want to control the internet for their own profit," Markey said in a statement Tuesday. "I urge them to join the majority of Americans, embrace the bipartisanship of net neutrality, and support this resolution."